When you need a mortgage, don't stress at all. Just tune right in and give these guys.
Good morning, YouTube. Today is Friday, April 17th, and it's finally here. It's draft week, boys. What's going on?
What's up, fellas?
Oh, what's happening? Consistency is the key. You know what I'm
That
saying?
is the-
Consistency is absolutely the key.
That is the key, Tommy. And civil engineer Tommy, speaking of the draft, has been updating me on the big stage down there on the North Shore. Tom, this is a great time. Our city is going to be on the big stage next week. A lot more houses to be sold when people see how beautiful Pittsburgh is.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we cracked the jokes living around here. They were cleaning up the streets. They were fixing parks. They were making everything nice. You know, we're making fun of the city for doing that. But in reality, what that is doing is when 500,000 people come in here next week, they're going to see how beautiful this city is and want to be here and a part of it. So I think, you know, not only just regular patrons at the game, but business owners as well, maybe looking to move their business here, which also creates jobs. The opportunity is so great for this draft. I think a little bit of it's going overlooked, but back to the civil engineering part of this thing, this stage down there, you should check this thing out this weekend because you're not going to be able to get close to it next weekend. You got to see how big this thing is that they've made, what they've done down there. It is pretty cool stuff. So if you're a Pittsburghian and not a drafter, go check it out this weekend instead of next.
Yeah, I mean, I think, this draft, even if you don't care about the NFL, I mean, our city is going to be on stage, literally. The Point, the North Shore. I mean, if you're in real estate, if you're trying to market things, this is a wonderful opportunity to put our city number one right there on your marketing.
Yeah, I think it's going to be great for the city. I mean, definitely a great visual, you know, of what Pittsburgh has to offer and the beautiful views and all that stuff. But yeah, it's going to be, you know, it's going to be sent all over the world. So Pittsburgh's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, and we always talk about how the metrics say it's most affordable. It's going to look great on TV, as we know. So that should get some real estate phone calls ringing about potential even investors getting in our market. But when we get on the mortgage side of things and we talk about people buying homes, I don't know about you guys, but a question or comment I get a lot from first-time home buyers is, hey, I got my down payment money. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to buy the house, but they forget that the other side of the equation is closing costs, and closing costs can be not only mortgage fees and title fees and state costs and real estate commission. It can be a plethora of things added on top of that down payment.
Yeah, I think that, you know, depending on the buyer, which one you talk to, they might say, oh my God, closing costs are so much, or, you know, I might be able to handle it. But what we really want to focus on is that buyer that's putting minimum down. Yes, 20% down is great. You might not think closing costs are a lot when you're putting down 20%, but when you're putting 5% down and those closing costs are twice as much as what you're putting down, that's, you know, usually the biggest problem for the buyer and that hurdle to get over. So that's why we use the mortgage program to explain what is best for them.
Yeah, I mean, that is home buyer sticker shock right there. And when they think they got their 3% or 5% down, and we do a cost sheet initial pre-approval for them, and now they're like, whoa, where did all these costs come from? But that's why there's all multiple mortgage programs. That's why there's first-time home buyer programs. I wish everyone was 20% down and didn't care about the costs and paid everything they could. But heck, I'm a realist, and I know that's not true. And just because someone isn't a 20% down buyer, I'm a salesman. I'm not going to throw that person off to the side, right, Ann? We're going to get them into a mortgage that fits their affordability, that makes it work.
Yeah, I mean, we have every program available to help home buyers with little or no money down, or even those 20% buyers. But it feels different when you're helping somebody that is a first time home buyer that only has maybe 3 or 5% down, and we can do the down payment assistance options, get them started. It's a different feeling, I think, for that type of person, because otherwise they didn't think they were going to be able to buy a house, and now they're closing on their house, getting the keys, and starting a family, and moving forward with life and making dreams happen. So we have every program available that helps these buyers get into these homes.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many great programs, the 0% down ones. I just did a VA one where they were able to get all the way down to $2,000 closing costs that they need. So, I mean, there is options. There's always opportunity for that with the down payment and closing costs. So it's just something that you need to look at and know every buyer's situation. And that's why you talk to us as the professional to make sure that it all is going to work. So, yeah, I mean,
It's the whole way the pre-approval. Sorry, Tom, to cut you off there. My bad.
It's not even your cutoff. It's your mic. I think you're in this little service area wherever you're at. You're a little in and out. You got a great smile on your face, frozen right now, though. So you do look, it's all good. I think you should we should head on out here, and everybody enjoy their Friday, enjoy their weekend. Give us a call, because I know Ryan's going to be back in town and working, and I'm going to be working all weekend. So give us a call. We're ready to go. Anthony, you doing anything this weekend?
You know what? It's questionable right now. First week back from vacation, man. It's been a windstorm. So I don't know. Might be fighting with the neighbor.
Literally a windstorm has come through every night this week. So
yeah. Yep. So we're arguing over a boundary. So we'll see how this weekend goes, because Anthony's got to change some stuff on the property line.
Just put a big fence up. Green monster, some would call it.
I did that already. Still didn't work. So we'll see. But it's going to be a great weekend either way. So let's make it happen.
Oh, yeah, give us a call, guys. We're here to help. Thank you.
See you guys.
Later.
Tom, Ryan, and Anthony